Yeah, the logistics were great. Other than the 8-hour flight, I don't know if we can do anything to cut that down, but no, it was great. Obviously, we're able to get on the plane, kind of up on the plane for about an hour, and then was able to get some sleep. Woke up, came in, ready to meetings, grab a cup of coffee, and was out here, come out here to get good work, good mental work, and it's really been a great transition.
Where you think the focus of the team is at, given you want to, stop the lose, coming out off of a loss?
Yeah, I think the focus of this team is, everyone knows the goal. Everyone knows what needs to happen on Sunday. Everyone's just been coming out here to work and getting better. For us, it's just about going out there, focus on the fundamentals, focus on the basics, and just execute the basics. And, I think that we came out here today, had a little jog through, not much speed, but just working more the mental part of the game. And I think the team did a great job of that.
So, obviously, very early in your career at this point, what have you learned about yourself week on week as you are developing into the start of this thing?
Yeah, I think, the thing that I learned the most about myself is really just, that, one, there's no quit. There's nothing that's ever going to get me down or keep me down. But for me, it's just about, staying level-headed, never being too high, never being too low, and just going throughout, playing each play as a new play. So no matter what happens the play after, no matter what happens the next play, just play that next play, as if it's a new one.
Arthur was talking about how he wants to see you guys be the more desperate team on Sunday. What does that kind of qualifier mean to you, and what that could look like on Sunday?
Yeah, I think that just means, everyone flying around, as hard as you can every single snap. It's going to be who wants it more, who's finishing in the fourth quarter, who's finishing on the first play. Those will be the guys and the team who will be successful at the end of the day. Those teams who go out there and the ones who are finishing to the ball, you see the energy, you see the juice, not only from the guys on the field, but on the sidelines as well. Those are the teams who are in it. Those are the teams that, at the end of the day, that should come out on top. So for that, we're just going out there, good energy, a lot of finish, and just go out there and execute of what we do.
Cal had a big game over here last time. You still in college, but what are some of the things you all can do to get that connection going with Cal Field?
Yeah, obviously, been working throughout this whole week, just working on our routes and what we need to do. But at the end of the day, it's just about going out there and executing. It's not a one-man game. It's not a two-man game with just me and Kyle. So it's all 11 out there on the offense, being able to execute, getting the play called, getting the ball snapped, blocking up front, receivers running their routes, and me delivering a ball. So that, that's all we have to do at the end of the day is just go out there and execute.
I'll give you an opportunity to be the salesman for the Atlanta Falcons. So the new fans who are new to the sport are coming on Sunday. Why should they be supporting the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, I think, one should be supporting the Atlanta Falcons because this is a team, throughout the NFL that you see has just been there and been on top. But for us, it's about that we want to go out there, we want to score points, we want to make the game exciting. Like we said, we don't want not only energy from the players and the coaching side, but we want energy from the fans too. So, when you see us getting the fans into whatever it may be, third down, red zone, just get into it with us. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. There's going to be a lot of points scored. So it should be an entertaining Sunday for the fans.
Desmond, it's your second year here in the NFL. What is the main difference between being a quarterback at college football and being a quarterback at the NFL?
Yeah, the main difference, one, for a lot of us is the play calling. A lot of us come from, an offense in college where you don't really get in a huddle right there before the play. You kind of line up and you might get the signal from a coach on the sideline, and then you're kind of on the ball going. So the biggest difference is then when you come to the NFL, you get the headsets in your ear. You got to be able to hear the play call and then say it back to the huddle and then go execute the play. So that's the biggest difference mentally, 100%. Physically, then it's the speed of the game. The ends and D line up front are a lot bigger, a lot faster, a lot stronger. And the guys in the back end are a lot faster, able to recover on routes. The windows get a lot tighter, and so it kind of speeds up your process a little bit.
You've obviously got two star receivers in Pitts and Drake London. I was wondering, are there any points in the game where you're looking for those guys, or are you just looking for what you play?
Yeah, I mean, there are certain plays where, those are where we got those guys in certain positions where, we're targeting them and we want to try to get them the balls, obviously, as best as we can. Other than that, I'm just out there playing the play. They'll work, and whatever the defense gives us is going to design whoever to get the ball. But for myself, it gets tough, and especially for all the other quarterbacks, is when you try to force things. When you try to force things to one guy or in specific, rather than just going out there and play to play. So for me, obviously, like I said, there's certain plays where, yeah, we want to try to get them the ball. But the biggest thing for me is just playing within the play and don't try to get outside of that.
When you found out obviously you're going to be the starter in the summer for the team, did your day-to-day change on how you lead this offense?
Yeah, no, my day-to-day didn't change. Last year I came in, obviously, was trying to earn the starting job, was trying to earn the starting position, and I did everything I did as if I was a starter. So, no, it didn't really change. I just knew that, coming into every single day, I was that guy. I was the guy that guys were coming in asking questions, guys that are looking to see what to do. So that was the only thing that really changed from that part. Other than that, you talk about preparation, everything. I felt like last year I kept evolving in preparation, and I still am. But I kind of carried over the same things as this year and then just try to add a few new things.
Desmond, I remember we spoke a while back. You told me about when you were younger, you used to kick balls through your grandma's glass window, throw balls and try and miss them. Is it surreal now that years later you're playing in London, you're starting quarterback in the NFL, to go from there to here? What is that journey?
We was on Zoom. He was with Sky. Yeah, it was good to see you again. It's wild. Like you said, I was in my grandma's house. We taped up the doors with, cots that we slept on. And so it didn't, because I had broken so many glass panes at the time that, my grandma said enough was enough. So, it's wild just, being a little kid and, I was wearing an Eagles jersey. That was my aunt's favorite team at the time. And just seeing myself envisioning, just kicking, just throwing into the door. And to obviously be here now. Like someone told me earlier, I was just kind of thinking back and just taking it all in. And, my family FaceTimed me the other day and they're over here. And so just, the blessing and fortunate enough to be able to, not only be able to play this game, not only in, the NFL in America, but, worldwide and in London. You got games in Mexico and different things like that. But also have the blessing to be able to, be fortunate enough to have my family travel, to have my family come see the world, to have my family come see, all the great things that London has to offer. So, for me, I'm really just, try to be, humble and just blessed to have that opportunity to be in this position.
Expecting out of the overall experience?
I think it's gonna be cool. I'm big into like history, so they know a lot of like the historic spots that they're gonna take me, and then obviously like you gotta see like Big Ben, and then the London Eye. I heard about that, so I'm gonna see how it goes later on, and even tomorrow too.
Arthur said earlier this week, for the first time in a long time, I know you've only been here for a handful of games, but he said that, Detroit had the intensity and y'all didn't match it. It was Coach Smith's words. I mean, How do you guys keep that from happening again?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, obviously I hate to say that, we needed that to happen, but I feel like we needed that to happen just because, we needed to, feel, that because we were on such a high note and, we got humbled, real fast in that game. So just, having that feeling of you never want that to happen again, just playing our brand of football, how we, go out there, play physical and, be the more physical team for a whole 4 quarters. Like, that's what we believe, and that's what we got to keep on, putting in our heads. So when we go on the field, on Sunday, then that's what we're going to go out there and do.
We had Desmond Ridder recruiting new fans for you over here, so who are neutrals. So I'm going to give you the opportunity as well. So why should people support the Atlanta Falcons?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, because there's a lot of great guys on this team that would do anything for each other, but then wants to make the game fun, for all fans, whether America, here, doesn't matter where you're watching. We want to continue to keep on, building that, that fun to watch, sense for this team. But I think that if we can reach, the UK and, do it the right way and have fun doing it, I think that would be a cool thing. But I don't know what Desmond said. But all I'm saying is, like, just please watch. And
You did good.
Yeah, all right, good.
One more, guys. I got to get him on the bus.
Are Texas really back this year?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Hey, hook 'em. But I think they're going to be back this year. We'll see.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Nice, Bijan.
Yeah, they got you.
Is the key to stay up or get
Stay
more
up, right. Yeah, that was a struggle last time too, because I didn't get sleep, so I was trying to stay up. But Right now, I'm in a better place. Right now, I'm gonna stay up and try to kick it for a little bit.
What are you looking forward to on this trip besides the game? I mean, I know you guys have very limited time, but what's your plan? What are you looking forward to?
Definitely trying to go see the city, just step out and just get into the culture a little bit. Try to go shopping a little bit, eat some different food. You know, anything I can do differently, that's what I'm trying to do today.
I know it's a business trip, and you guys visit cool cities, you know, every other weekend in the States, but how does this one feel different?
It's overseas. First of all, you know, just taking that long flight, even like just getting on the bus and everything, the driver sits on the right, you know, everything on the opposite side. So it's from jumping out the gate, everything is different. So I'm just ready to, like I said, just see everything in person and you know, explore.
That's one football question. You know, the Jaguars have a receiver that Atlanta Falcons fans know really well. When you watch Calvin on tape now, one, what's it like to see him back on the field doing what he loves? And two, what stands out about him as an opponent?
Yeah, definitely excited to see him back on the field. I know it means a lot for him to get another opportunity after sitting out a whole year. But him as a player, you know, we had a lot of competition in practice when I first came in, and I don't expect anything different on Sunday. You know, look forward to it. And, you know, I know we both going to battle it out all the way through.
Early, and it's just another long day of grind. So you just try to, try to wait till nighttime and go to sleep. So just keep yourself busy, keep moving, stay active.
How did the practice go? Looked like y'all had good tempo early, and then we got kicked out.
Oh yeah, no, we got a very mentally tough team, you know, and so I feel like, you know, no matter what the circumstances are, you know, guys tired, whatever it may be, you know, we go in here, lock in, and practice hard and well. And I think we had a really good tempo, really good practice. Exactly where we should be.
Thanks.
You talk about the mental capacity of this game and everything, but Arthur said just a few minutes ago, he was like, I want this team to be the more desperate team on Sunday. What does that mean to you guys, and what does that qualifier mean and look like on Sunday?
Yeah, I think, it's playing with passion. Good teams don't lose 2 in a row. We lost last week. And, I know they're going to be desperate, but we also, we're going to be desperate too. And, I think we have to have that mentality. It doesn't matter, about the opponent, it's just about us and what we do, and we got to know that, whatever it takes to get a win, we got to go figure that out. The game's going to go the way the game goes. There's going to be a lot of flows, ebbs and flows in the game, so just handle the noise, when things go bad, hey, regroup. Things are going well, try to, extend it as long as you can, ride the momentum a little bit, but, it's just making the plays you have to make, in order to get this thing sparked. But desperate to me means that you fight, you bite, claw, scratch, whatever you have to find a way to get W.
What is the challenge of being 6'8" on a 7.5-hour flight?
It's not fun. There's a lot of perks to being tall, but riding on planes overnight, overseas is not one of them. That's one of the hard parts. They have those nice, like they call it pods, whatever you can lay down and, and it's supposed to be like a nice bed, but for me, like my feet, like it's just the way, I just feel like I'm in the cage because I can't extend all the way. So it was not fun, but, what can you do? Suck it up, keep going forward.
What is the challenge in that? Because, you can't get comfortable, so how much more prep or stretching or whatever has to go in once you get here? Like a day like this is a lot of acclimation and then getting ready. So how much more does that stress put on you because you are a bigger guy that's kind of crammed into a small space for that long?
I think that, just being in year 16, it takes a while. I got to go through a nice, consistent prep to get ready for games. So I think that the challenge is always the same. I know, I think the biggest thing is, I went to see the chiropractor as soon as we got in, make sure everything's in line because those flights, you just kind of moving around, staying like super caged in for that long. You want to get adjusted. But after that, I think it's just a normal routine.
Chasing quarterbacks for so many years of your career, when do you know, like with young guys, whether they have it or they don't?
I think, I have studied quarterbacks a lot, and I think it takes a while. Sometimes, you see guys develop and just get better, and improve. And some guys, you look good, they look really good at first, and then they never really improve, and they kind of fall off. I think it's just situational. But I think there's definitely signs. You can see sparks. You can see, potential in guys early. But, I think it just comes down to the grind, the work ethic and stuff, because there's definitely some guys that, you didn't think would be pretty good, and they came out of nowhere and just started balling and just getting better and better. You know, made a bunch of money in this league. You know, played for a long time.
And going off that, you've only seen him make a handful of starts, but with Desmond, the confidence seems to be there in the locker room over and over again. What is that you guys see in him that that you guys back him 1,000%?
Yeah, you know, I'm privileged to be able to see him practice every day, you know. And so when you see him practice, you know, he does a lot of good stuff, you know, just consistently, you know, day in and day out, you know. And then, you know, in the big moments, he doesn't shy away. He doesn't get, you know, nervous. He doesn't, I mean, he doesn't shy away. You know, he rises to the occasion. And I think that's something to give him the opportunity to be a really good player in this league, you know, because I think, you know, third downs, you know, 2-minute drills, you know, you just, you know, find a way to move the chains in those, you know, critical downs. You know, that's what makes him, you know, a really good player. And I think that he'll continue to get better and better in reading defenses and, you know, going through the process of getting everybody, you know, into the right play and the right check and then all that good stuff. But he is, you know, he can make every throw, you know, and he's tough, you know, he's a good leader. You know, he has all the tangibles. He's very poised. You know, I mean, if you want to nitpick at all the little things, it really doesn't matter. You know, he just keeps coming forward, just keeps trying to get better, just keeps trying to improve. You know, and I think the best thing I like about him is that nothing really gets to him. You know, he's just, you know, just very, very poised.